Alright, hello everybody. This is House Party 5v5. Coming at you with yet another in-house. Of course, these are games where 10 members of the community come together and they play a pickup game. I am Topo the Kiss, and here we are starting up Champion Select. We have a Riven band, that is a group band at Afrosaurus. He is a avid Riven main, Diamond 3 player, very strong. His Riven, I think, is 3-1 in the games that he's gotten to play it in. It's been banned in like 30 of his other games that he's played. Darius and Mordekaiser from Blue Team probably going to be meta bans. No one likes dealing with those champions. They're very strong and hard to shut down. Azir, Skarner, and Fiora bans. Azir is a champion Afro told me himself he does not like playing against. It's the mid lane, so I would imagine he just banned that from personal preference. I don't believe anyone on Blue Team and incredibly strong Azir player. Skarner probably a flavor of the month ban as well. Just incredibly strong champion. Goes for Fiora. So I'd like to see what our Blue Team is going to get into here. I have not seen Sly play yet, but I know for a fact he's a strong mid laner. I believe he's in low diamond, so definitely this area of player, definitely a strong solo laner. Soft locking Nautilus, of course that's like a flex pick between, I guess you could even include jungle, but usually between support and top lane. So I like that pick, not really showing too much there, and able to just the whole table open. Although I don't know if Nautilus is strong enough to justify first picking, as they end up leaving Gangplank open. I know Afro plays Gangplank, and he's good at playing Gangplank, coupled with the fact that Gangplank is an incredibly strong champion right now. It looks like Blue Team lost track of Champ Select and let that one through. So we have Thresh also getting locked for Purple Team, as Blue Team picks up a very quick Vayne. I'm not entirely sure. I know Mike plays support and he is a Thresh main, so that's probably for him. Soft locking Draven. It looks like they're gonna pick their AD. If that is a support Nautilus, I think that's totally fine to pick your bot lane right now, although it might be good to pick top or mid. Only problem is when you top or mid, GP the flex pick in both of those lanes, you have to worry about showing blood by busting out a solo laner, right? Because again, Purple Team not necessarily knowing that Nautilus is going support or top. Soft locking Rek'Sai as well on the side. I don't know how well Rek'Sai fits in with this team comp, but we'll see how it plays out those last two picks. I do like Rek'Sai as a jungler right now. I think she definitely can compete with other top-class junglers. Seeing as they have not picked theirs yet, I think Rek'Sai is a safe pick. She's not necessarily going to get outclassed in any specific fashion. A strong early ganks, solid farming, map pressure is fantastic, so Purple Team soft locking the Draven right back at the Blue Team. I don't know if they're gonna get Spark. Might be the AD carry for this team. I don't know how comfortable he is with Raven. I know he likes to play Tristana. I know he likes to play Ashe. Oh, there it is. All right, they lock it in. And they lock in the Shen pick as well. Interesting. I do like Shen, but it does give away that GP's going mid lane, and I think they're okay with that though. Not many champions can compete effectively with outside of maybe Azir and Victor. Even then, Victor gonna have a hard time. Okay, the Shen is not locked in. It is the Heimerdinger is the final pick. I'm okay with that. I think Heimerdinger is pretty good. If they're going to use him for split push, that's totally fine. I don't particularly like him as a champion, but I think so long as they play the comp correctly, they'll be totally fine with running the Heimer. Ooh, I like the Lux pick into Gangplank. I think Lux is a top tier mid laner that's slept on right now. She's very strong, has a lot of damage, great zone control, similar to how, you know, Victor, how Azir, how other control mages function. So she's able to do that job just as effectively, and can play into Gangplank pretty well due to her long range. Nami, a fantastic pickup for Vayne. I think Nami Vayne's one of Vayne's best lane matchups, and so long as they're support players familiar with Nami, they're going to be totally fine playing Jump. And it's that they will. So they lock those in. Final picks for blue side here are Lux on Super Sly Cooper. We got Panel playing Vayne. We have Rek'Sai on Ghost Faye. We have Valor to me playing Nami, and we have iRobots playing Nautilus. On the purple side, we have Heimerdinger for Afro, Amelia LeBlancbot playing Thresh. We have Spark playing Draven. We have Gangplank on Anorexic Walrus, and Mike71142 playing Udyr. And I do like these team combos. A little solo QE versus, the general stuff that we see in these classes is pretty competitive, with a couple, flavor picks when players prefer a certain champion. In general, there tends to be a lot more of a competitive feel to it, but these teams are very much solo queue oriented, how they play them. Blue team has really good siege. They have really good pick potential, so I like their team quite a bit actually. Depending on how they play the Rek'Sai, they split effectively with her, or they can just use her as a big tank frontliner to try and put pressure on the AD and Heimerdinger. Nautilus, of course, just always a big body in the front, and of having this kind of a hope comp-ish kind of thing going here with Lux and Nami? Or not Nami, sorry, Lux and Rek'Sai allows them to safely play around Gangplank barrels a little bit more reasonably while they wait for maybe a bubble catch from Nami or a hook from Nautilus. Only problem is that they have no way to effectively split push without having Vayne do it. Rek'Sai's not going to be able to duel Gangplank if Gangplank wants to split push, nor can she duel Udyr effectively if Udyr builds Devourer. Even Heimerdinger she's going to have trouble with. Vayne deal with all three of them to an extent, but depending on how far ahead GP gets, if he does, she's going to have trouble with that matchup definitely. Same thing with Nautilus, they just don't have the split push power to deal with Purple Team. Purple Team, on the other hand, is rocking a really solid siege composition. I like Heimerdinger, just pushes fast, you set up turrets so you can just mow down lanes and then get up on top of people's towers and be able to pressure them. Gangplank does the same thing with barrels, and then you can just try and fish for like a big barrel onto either an AD carry, a mid laner, or a support, and then just push them off the tower because of how much damage the Triforce, i.e. burst, is from those barrels. Udyr just going to be a big frontline body, someone to try and go in on Vayne and get a guaranteed stun and then just burst her down. That is something that the purple team generally lacks, is a lot of like instant burst. With Gangplank you have to set up the barrels to be able to get the burst. You have to get multiple auto attacks as Draven, get multiple auto attacks as Udyr. Heimerdinger kinda has burst, but not really. It's challenging, but I do like the siege comp. It's coming together nicely. We have both of our teams coming into the Rift here relatively soon. This is House Party 5v5. So I want you guys to check us out on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and we're gonna get right into the action very soon. Alright, how is it going, guys? We are once again House Party 5v5 as we get this in-house started. I am Top Togekiss on the mic right now. And as we get into it, the team's rushing out. We have Super Sly Cooper playing Lux, we have Nell playing Bane, we have Ghost Faye playing Rek'Sai, we have Valor to me playing Nami, and we have iRobots wrapping up that blue side team as Nautilus. On the opposite end of the rift, we have Afrosaurus playing Heimerdinger, we have Amelia LeBlancbot playing Thresh, we have Spark playing Draven, Anorexic Walrus playing Gangplank, and Mike playing Udyr. I love blue side's level 1 strat. They're just setting up a quick wall. They dropped a ward in place of a champion, a tri-bush, but I'm totally okay with that. Red side doing kind of a similar start, but they're focusing on getting a setup for Afro to take these early Raptors as Heimerdinger. It's something you're going to be doing often. It helps you get ahead in your lane, so I'm sure he's going to be taking those all game long. And it seems Rek'Sai is probably going to start. Bot side Krugs. Udyr seems to be wanting to start Gromp. Pretty standard stuff. A couple wards being dropped down, but otherwise, a standard level 1. No invades, nothing special happening. Now, for the lane matchups, I think we have something interesting here. Lux into Heimerdinger is definitely going to favor Lux. She has the range to knock out those turrets. She has the ability to push him in early just because of her E. Along with that, she can catch him out with a Q if she's lucky and burst him with her ult later in the match. So, as for the top lane... Oh, actually, Udyr's starting blue buff. Interesting that he wants to do that. Was that smiteless as well? Yes, it was. I like this. Okay, so they're trying to get Udyr going really quick to be able to get an early Devourer here. So he's just gonna try and push through really fast and clear all these camps so that he can actually probably gank maybe top lane and then back almost immediately after. Blue side not doing the same for Rek'Sai. She's just wrapping up her red buff. Probably gonna have to back after we'll see if she opts to just go straight to blue, or if she wants to clear another camp and take. Top lane definitely should favor Gangplank here. Nautilus can tank a lot, but as Gangplank starts to get more items, it's going to be more challenging for Nautilus to be able to deal with his damage. And of course, you're watching, he can zone so effectively with those barrels. It's, very hard for Nautilus to get in there comfortably. Cooper just clearing out turrets, like I said, using Q, E. To make sure that Afro can't get any fast push started, because once Heimerdinger gets you up on the turret, it's very hard to start something up. Going for a little bit of a trade bottom, but not really getting much off it. Vayne, bubble from Nami, and that's going to end the trade, it seems. No, he wants to pull him back. Could this be first blood? Nope, exhaust used onto Spark, heal used to save Amelia LeBlancbot. Just trading some summoners bottom lane, it seems that blue side came out ahead, as Vayne did not have to burn her heal, so they're just going to use their potions and calmly start up as a gank. Heads up into the top lane, but it's a counter gank from Ghost Faye. He's coming in. No knockup from Ghost Faye just yet. Misses it. They can't win this early duel, it seems. They should not have the damage, but they're focusing down Mike. Good communication. Mike has to flash out, and he's dead to red buff. Ghost Faye picks up the first blood. And gets out with his life. I mean, that was brutal. Oh, they stopped Draven from catching his axe, and this is the startup. Have to blow his flash. Good play. I mean, here you're just seeing how strong Vayne Nami is because of how effective you can be at kiting as Vayne and catching people with the Nami slow. Along with the fact that you can take a couple extra trades here and there and reliably just heal yourself up and not have to worry too much. Conversely, we have Lux is just literally mid lane as Afro takes a quick trade. Definitely winning that matchup here. And it's going to be challenging if you don't manage your stacks effectively. Fight starting up bottom lane. Can we get a kill? We do. Flash was used by Valor to me, and she's going to get picked off by Mike as he comes down, wrapping around the side. Rek'Sai's here, though. If they're going to push for this, they're going to be in trouble. and nothing comes of it. Everyone seems to back out. Maybe a fight gonna happen between Mike and Ghostface, but nothing there. We have iRobot's just duking it out with Gangplank. This might be a kill if he's not careful. No, just some quick trading. He's probably gonna have to back and blow TP just to make sure that he stays in this lane. I'd say that was a pretty good trade for blue side. Nami for the kill onto Vayne. Every time Vayne gets ahead in that lane matchup, it's for the better, no doubt about that. So it's gonna be challenging for our red side to come back here. Just, you know, wrapping up this tower, CS and whatnot. I think this is actually wrong of Vayne to stay and get that. She should have backed earlier before that. Good ult by Afro. Can they pick this kill up? Nice. An unnecessary exhaust, but I think just playing it safe was the right call. That was such a good grenade from Afro. I definitely did not expect that. I don't think Sly Cooper did either. Blue heal and flash, but it just wasn't enough. So, getting back to standard lanes. Ghostface trying to push us in because he knows that Afro had to back. So, slow pushing bottom lane as Vayne backs, which is great for her. Hopefully that'll hit the tower as she gets there, and it'll bounce the wave back into mid lane. That plays out. Even CS middle, he bite the kill. And Lux going for tier, so going for that late game build. Definitely not trying to get an early Namicon to shove, but Afro says, I'm going to do just that. He's getting the early Namicon. A little bit of trading in the top lane. It's going to be challenging for both of these players to kill each other early. They just don't have much damage. We have iRobot's hit 6 first, though, but Mike is here, and there is no ward, so iRobot's hopefully going to have to be careful here. Might go for the all-in? Doesn't have enough mana for ult. This is turning quickly. Good ultimate from Gangplank, and he gets picked off by Mike for the last hit, so yeah, a little bit kind of an overextension. Really, he just overcommitted to a trade. He wasn't necessarily pushed up too far, but he blew a lot of cooldowns to be able to fight that trade, and then ended up dying for it. Mistook by Amelia LeBlanc bot. Mike taking out this free pink ward. Let's see, no response from Sly Cooper. So major CS difference top lane, coupled with the fact that he just died, is going to make that a very challenging lane to play out as Nautilus. Gangplank luckily not going for Avarice aid, or really any crit chance, so it's going to make that a little bit easier. Oh! Trade starting up bottom lane, Spark gets bubbled, pulled in, exhaust used on Spark. Vayne going in, stun against the wall, auto attack from Nami picks up the kill on Draven, and the ult pop from Pinel, ult pop from Nami. There's a there's a TP coming down from Gangplank. Can he get anything started here? Oh, good flash from Bell gets him out. Fantastic one for none. Oh, Ghostface finds Mike. Can he get the kill? Mike used. It looks like Mike is going to be able to leave. 1Q. Oh, Afro, perfect stun! Ghostface in trouble now as Gangplank comes up. He might have overcommitted. He definitely did as he gets picked up by Afro's last auto attack. So I don't know if Ghostface missed the underground Q or not, but that definitely was a factor. Ghost Slime might get caught, dodges both skill shots, and he's totally fine. So now Afro has 2 kills. That's huge. The more kills Heimer gets, the harder it is it's going to be to shut him down, because he's going to start winning every 2 versus 1 engagement when he drops a giant tower. Along with that, he's going for Morella Namicon, so he's going to get CDR, he's going to have the mana regen to keep pushing Lux in, and that's just going to be so hard to deal with from the blue side. Red side definitely not going to bring enough damage to be able to kill... Ooh, Valor to me getting caught out, but flashing over the wall, gets a bubble, and is out safe. But still summoner blown, so first position to be in, right? Ghostface was there to back her up though, so no worries on Nami's hurt. Ooh, good dodge by Sly Cooper in the mid lane. Taking those extra W's will lose. Gotta watch out for those. Sadly, this tier doesn't seem to be keeping up enough mana to clear all of these turrets out. Lux, known for having issues clearing the backline with her E, which is often why she wasn't seen before, but with the itemization changes, she's been able to get a lot more AP a little bit earlier to be able to effectively clear the whole backline in a single E, so you don't have to waste the time auto-attacking it at level 9, like most mid lanes don't have to, but you did in the past. So it looks like we're just resetting back to standard laning. iRobot's having trouble being able to keep his mana high enough to continue to trade with Gangplank. So it makes it very hard to compete in that lane matchup where you definitely need your mana for trading, whereas Gangplank doesn't always necessarily need to use that much mana to trade efficiently with you. Barrel getting set down, this could be a big start of a fight. He's just using it to push in. Take a little bit of damage here, I'd imagine from you. Not much. Oh, Panel getting caught out! Turnaround! Can they do this? Exhaust onto Spark, but see what can happen. It looks like Vayne's going to be able to get out. Let's see if anyone's there to respond. I don't think so. The speed up, though, from Moby Boots is going to allow Amelia to net the kill off of an auto attack. That's a great fight on their part. They didn't even have to, or they did not have heal, so that was much more challenging. It looks like they're also going to catch out Valor to me off of another good hook. Gangplank ult just sealing the deal, and they're cashing in on that gold on Spark here. He's going to take this board as well, so that was a great swing. They could even convert this into a dragon if Afro wanted to go down, but it doesn't look like they're going to do so. Oh, I mean, you have to be really worried here. This could be another catch on the Sly Cooper, has to burn Flash. Rek'Sai ult as well, just to discourage them from pushing the dive any further. Sly Cooper definitely getting some attention here from the support. Oh, I like that Grail build a lot, actually, from Lux. I think that gives her the mana regen she needs, as well as some MR to be able to compete with the Heimerdinger, who's so much further ahead. It just doesn't seem like iRobots can do anything here as he gets dived by Udyr. Good flash, but I don't know if that's going to be able to net him an escape just yet. Good flash by Walrus seals the deal. He might have been able to get a Q, I'm not entirely sure, but flash to be safe. Luckily, blue team identifies jungler's top lane, means that we get a free dragon, guys. And they do just that. Take that dragon, Ghost Fade tanking it up. Ooh, Sly Cooper just dodging out Afro's damage there on his stun. They had to clear out these turrets, but the problem is Sly doesn't clear them out in a single E. So it's very challenging when once 2 or 3 of those get down and they're far enough apart. Hook goes wide onto Valor. She gets exhausted by Afro. It looks like she might even be able to get out. Good snare. Stops Draven from going deep. Valor escapes. Sly Cooper is in trouble. She's got 2 people on her. Afro dives the turret, takes down Valor, and Lux gets picked off by Thresh. Thresh getting quite a few kills this game. 3-1 and 2. I mean, this game is a bloodbath. I'll tell you what. So they take out the ward there, and they're gonna get that mid tower. So they have pretty solid vision control over the map now. Dragon for a bunch of kills, not worth it at this point in the game. First Dragon's not worth that much in stats early, so the kills, on the other hand, are gonna net you a lot of money. So it's much more challenging to come back, even though you got the dragon. You're gonna have to play a long game. So it seems Udyr is going. Oh no, it's warrior enchantment. Fantastic. All right, so probably gonna go warrior into just tank stats, which I like a lot. This team does not necessarily need much more damage with Gangplank, Draven, and Heimer here. It seems that we're going to have Rek'Sai going Cinderhulk, but she's just behind in Global Gold, so it's going to be hard for her to catch up. Sly, not even tossing out the bind there. They're definitely not looking to fight whatsoever at the moment. Top lane, we just have a big CS differential as well as kill lead for Walrus. Oh, these fights are looking not so hot without the barrels. Valor gets caught out again as Ghostface comes up top. They get so many stuns, so much CC and lockdown. It's incredibly challenging to deal with that as Gangplank. You can only use your W once, and they chain their CC fantastically there to ensure there was no escape. Penel, though, has no support to help her or help him out. Luckily, gets out with a very solid condemn onto the wall on Thresh, and didn't even take the E damage. Ghostface in a little bit of trouble here as they're dancing around this wall. Mike might be able to force the issue. Afro's here too. They're probably going to pick up iRobots here. Afro goes totally wide on that W though. How is he supposed to get this? Oh my goodness. Drops 2 turrets. He ends up picking up the kill. Whiffed his ultimate though. You know he's going to be kicking himself for that one. You can get the kill, but that looked ugly. Spark just farming up. He is down some CS. But they're even on kills, deaths, and assists. Spark's got a couple, but they have more towers. They're looking to get another one as I speak. Form of Afro, top lane, get it out. So a little bit more global gold into the pockets of red team, extending their lead to 5A at 16 minutes, which is a big lead at this point in the game. It's challenging to get past that. But luckily, blue team did draft generally a late game composition. Lux scales very well into the late game. She has a lot of damage. Zane, of course, one of the best hyper carries late game. Only problem is that, excuse me, Ghostface goes in on Anorexic Walrus, but it doesn't really seem like they're going to have a way to lock him down at the moment. Good barrel, another knockup. Lows coming out. Yeah, Walrus concedes that this is probably his death here. Hopefully they'll give this to Lux. No, Nautilus ends up taking it with his damage over time auto attacks, so that stinks. You definitely need a lot more kills on the Lux here. She has like little to no AV. Teleport going down bottom lane. Nautilus looking to try and something out quick on Spark as they just burst down Afro. His tower's still up, flashes away from it. Oh, such control! And they trade. That's 2 for 1 though. And it looks like they're going for more. As they find out Mike, they couldn't get a Amelia LeBlanc bot. So much damage. Oh, the Lux ult goes wide as he hooks over onto the Raptors, and he's almost dead to Raptors. Oh my goodness. I don't know if Amelia LeBlanc can get out of here. Going for the execute? Yes, good play. I'm still surprised Draven got out of that last fight. Cut a little bit quick there, but Vayne's auto attack didn't register, so as she died and they traded autos, hers didn't go off, and they ended up missing out on the kill. That was a very quick sequence of events, so I'm sure the game will slow down for a second here as everyone just waits to get some major cooldowns up. So, as we get into the game here, looks like they're trying to get some vision control onto Dragon. Blue side just tossing up wards around. They already have the pink on the Riverside entrance from mid lane. Afro's just going to try and shove out this mid really quick. As Lux looks to do the same, but she has buff, so it's going to be a little bit easier for her. So clearing out wards here. Afro's going for this board. We'll see if... Ooh! That might do a little bit of damage. Okay, no ult commit from Sly. He wants to save that. Let's see if Afro can try and turn this onto Sly in the 2 versus 1. Nope, just burns his ult to try and get Valor to back off. iRobot's going in, though. Looks to start a fight with Walrus. So long as he plays around those barrels efficiently, it's hard for anything to happen. But now going in on Afro, but far and away misjudges how much damage she's able to do. As Valor gets caught out by a hook from Amelia Bot. iRobot's fighting it out with Anorexic Walrus. I don't know if he's going to be able to win this one. Another ult. Oh, another barrel pop from Gangplank. One more auto. Gangplank hits the kill. That was ridiculous 1v1. Nautilus playing around the barrels really well, but just doesn't have the damage. Let's see here, as they've got the grab to give a little bit of extra gold onto Mike. They got the dragon. I mean, that's more or less everything you could ask for. This game just snowballing out of control. Everyone on red team seems. They have a 5-1 Heimerdinger. They have a 3-1 Draven. They have a 3-2 Thresh. I mean, how can you deal with these threats? It's gonna be challenging. I'm trying to make a play onto Draven. Exhaust goes down. Blow from Nami. Auto attacks. Bubble. And they get a catch. Huge damage. Oh my goodness. Sly gets a double snare. And they're able to find Afro too. But Gangplank's here to turn around the fight. Tosses up the barrel too slow so he doesn't get the extra damage. Amelia Bob pulls in Ghost Faye. Valor flashes out. iRobots is here to start it up though, but Ghost Faye's getting focused down. Slides on the outside. Tosses out an E. Can't do enough damage. Valor looking to bubble. Flash queued by Gangplank. Amelia forces a flash with a hook. Oh, potential turnaround. But Sly Cooper dies before he can pop his own E, and it looks like iRobots is going to go down. Not before getting off a little bit of extra damage, but that is a 4-4-none. This game looking slightly out of blue control here. I don't know how efficiently they're going to be able to manage this, but Pinel's looking for an all-in. Finds it. Can't finish it. Opts to tumble away because he saw Spark, but that's going to end up probably getting him killed. He's going to have to run through 2 towers here. Tanking tower damage, looks to trade onto Mike, blows his own heal. Draven too much damage though. Main gets cleaned up pretty easily. So yeah, huge gold swing. That bumps him up to 7k ahead. And what's feeling like an incredibly challenging game to be able to close out on the loose. Just catching up here is going to be a challenge, let alone hoping to start pressing an advantage that you may have. It just seems like they're getting outclassed in these fights. This early lead just snowballing out of control for them. Takes out a turret. They're going to drop this blue buff onto Sly Cooper as Mike and Amelia just start clearing out Dragon, prepping for that a little early in my opinion. Usually want to be doing that around a minute before Dragon spawns, but I believe we have a few minutes before Dragon's up. Afro just going to let his turrets take this blue buff for him and saunter back into mid lane. Amelia bot gets a hook. I don't know if Draven's close enough to follow up though, so amounts to nothing. Valor goes for a gank. I don't know if they're going to have enough damage to be able to get onto Walrus. The bubble misses. Walrus with a 900 damage barrel, and he is out of there. Just a quick here from Cooper in the mid lane, using the blue buff CDR to ensure that clear these waves that Afro's pushing in. Bane has to condemn Thresh into the wall to ensure that she doesn't get all in. Mike's top lane to help out here. And they're looking for the 2 versus 2. iRobots has a lot of damage, but just not enough. Beautiful hook out. Ghostface coming behind. I don't know if they can fight this. They just don't have the damage for it. Ghostface goes on. Great bubble from Valor. Keeps Ghostface alive. And Mike looks like he's just going to be able to bear stance out of there. Just a hard knock life fighting that 3v2 and trading 1-for-1 in it. Gangplank just has so much damage right now. It's hard for them to be able to deal with it. Nautilus does not have the same level to be able to compete with. Hook goes wide from Amelia, but they're still going for the dive. Afro misses yet another empowered W on Heimerdinger, as nothing results from those slight plays, but that a lot of turret damage on the main. They hook Amelia bot. I don't know if they're going to be able to get any follow-up. Smite comes out from Ghostface. Knock-up. Snare. Another snare. Lux, can you finish the job? Oh, and the kill goes to Rek'Sai again. That's brutal. Oh, man. I mean, that is not what you want for Lux. You gotta get these kills onto more impactful champions. Rek'Sai 4-2, but only his dead man's played as Afro picks off Vayne with a W. So much damage from Afro. 6-1 before he popped Vayne. He was sitting on a Ludens, Morella Nomicon, and Needlessly Large Rod, as well as a Blasting Wand. We're talking a lot of AP. That's a ton of burst. Gangplank damage on these barrels. A little bit of a preemptive oranges, but it seems like he'll be K anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Infinity Edge and Triforce are done, so this is looking like a scary GP. Rek'Sai just trying to draw a little bit of aggro away as Robots takes a bunch of damage from Afro, definitely not respecting how much DPS Heimerdinger has when he's snowballed this hard. Oh man, look at this poke from Afro's empowered W. Good wave clear though, stops the siege from continuing too efficiently. Oh man, but the poke war is started anew as Afro gets up his W once again and drops Nautilus so low. A good pick onto Spark, but no ult to follow it up, so he's totally fine. He has Infinity Edge and BT now, so it's going to be very challenging to kill this Draven, just due to the amount of lifesteal. Mike's looking for a flank. I don't think he can pull it off. They're so close to tower. Might catch out Valor. Hook. Connects. They pull Valor in, and that's an easy goal. Tower tanks the, or turret from Heimerdinger tanks the tower for red team there. They don't even have anything to worry about. And look at this, Sparks back up at full HP, just life-stealing off of minions. Trying to hook someone here just to get a little bit of poke off, tiny bit easier. Turret looks like it's going to go down. Oh, never mind. Sly Cooper burns yet another ult to ensure that they don't lose tower. I love this. The CD of Lux's ult's very short, so she's able to use it for just clear. Sadly, they have to take so much damage to get rid of these Heimer turrets as Dragon number 3 of this game comes up, and it looks like red team's itching to take it. They burn it down, pick up their second Dragon of the game. Second Dragon isn't immensely important, but third is, so it's every single one matters. Just to be able to get the more important ones. Curious to see Afro probably going to pick up his Death Cap off of this back. Like, Gangplank's probably going to be getting CR boots, and Whisper, BT, there are a lot of options here. I mean, team's just so far behind. It's animal as you see Gangplank 930 damage crits from barrels onto minions. That's basically the same as hitting Lux. He'll do somewhere in the realm of 900 damage to Lux every barrel as well, seeing as she has no armor. Does have the Seraph's Embrace, so she gets a shield, but without tier 2 boots, it's easy to catch her out. She has no armor. It is a squishy champion, regardless of the shield that she may have. Just trying to keep them pushed up mid lane, but I don't know if this is going to be enough. Barrel coming out. Doesn't bother to use the second one, so he doesn't get much off of the follow-up. Not even enough burst to take down Walrus. Oh my gosh, no auto attack. Vayne goes in, but messes up. And she's going to eat huge damage from Afro again. Mike's going in deep with the Righteous Glory, but gets forced off by Vayne's true damage. Raven ult comes down, but nothing comes of it as they pick Afro. Beautiful snare by Lux. Ghost Fate comes up. Smite goes down onto Ameliabot, and that's going to be a dead Thresh. Oh my goodness! Flash heal. Spark saves Amelia's life right there. Good God. Spark looking to start something up here. Don't know if they have the champions for it. Ghost Fate looks to catch Spark out, but can't get the knock up. Cannot connect. So we'll see if blue team can do anything off of this. Ooh, Luxel just barely dodged by Spark. That would have been a lot of damage and turn that. Gangplank looking to toss up another barrel, but gets both of them taken out, denied. They're gonna look to start up the siege again. They try and catch out Gangplank. They just can't. Bubble onto Mike. Gangplank sitting in the back. Spark's just not getting off enough auto attacks. Gets hooked. Doesn't have an axe. Can he finish anyone off? Gets lanterned out by Ameliabot. Great play there by red team to get everyone out of there scot-free, but Hopefully, they're gonna get punished in the form of a tower, but it seems Afro's here to stop that from happening. So both teams are playing these team fights really well. The problem is just that blue team's so far behind, it's so hard to fight these. They can get kind of picks here and there, but like, look at this situation. Sly Cooper pops all these shields, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Ameliabot chasing him down, but Afro gets held in place by Valor and Robots. So many flashes blown that engagement, but all of them were on blue side. This is going to be so challenging. Lux gets picked off by Sparks. Ultimate. Ooh, almost hook connecting onto Ghost Faye, but he's slowed up. Nothing comes of it as Afro misses the W. Amelia just clearing out some wards, as well as these Rek'Sai tunnels. Getting damage off on this tower, they'll probably just face tank it down. Yep. And it just looks like Purple Team's going to crush this game. Just through sheer force. Their team fights have been strong, but they don't really need to play anything tactical other than let's walk down mid lane, take a couple fights, kill some people, get a few objectives. Udyr has started to split push, which I like a lot. As I said earlier, blue team has no way to deal with the split push. Ghost Faye built straight tank, so he doesn't have enough damage to fight anyone, especially not Udyr. The true damage on Udyr's Q, and all of these other tools, the warrior enchantment as well. Oh my goodness! Whew. Vayne just getting popped by Afro. Bubble comes up, ult comes up, but they can't follow it up. I don't think that was worth the cooldowns. Fly trying to find someone here, but just no one to get. Robots and Mike fighting it out. It seems like Mike has the upper hand, but I'm not entirely sure as that shield may wear off. He's kiting him down. He has red buff. This is going to be challenging. Robots get smited on. I don't know if he can get away here. It's going to be a dive. Mike is so confident. Gets knocked up under tower. Gets turned around. Robots at the 1v1 under tower. Mike overestimating how much damage he does. Yeah, I mean, shouldn't be diving Nautilus, who has ult still up. Just general tip for all of us players out there. Clearing it out, they managed to hold the tower, but it took half of its health in the process, so it's gonna be challenging. They need to kill both these, yeah, the turret and the ward. Oh, wow, this game is slowing down actually a little bit, as these sieges aren't always netting kills compared to earlier. I think teams are feeling each other out a little bit better. Along with that, poor split push decisions by Mike allows Nautilus to make sure that their top lane isn't getting pressure at the same time that their bottom lane is. I'd really like for Purple Team to start, or sorry, Red Team to start warding Baron and playing around that. They have so much damage on this team, they can easily bust down a Baron. Oh goodness, blue team might go for Baron themselves as Red's looking to take this dragon. They call it. They're going for it. Red's taking dragon, but with Vayne, this Baron's easily doable. Vayne not playing properly, getting knocked up by Baron. Draven ult comes in, but it's going to do no damage to Ghost Faye and iRobots. Vayne's coming in. Blue team gets Baron. They're going to start up the fight. Nami ult drops down, hits 4. We have Lux dropping so much damage into this whole team, but there's nothing they can do as Vayne gets popped by Afro. Hook goes wide from Ameliabot onto Lux, and they're going to escape with 3. Losing only 2 people is almost miraculous when they're down so much ult. They got Baron to boot. So, oh, hopefully Nami does not leave that bush. It looks like Ghost Faye is going to be A-okay. Amelia misses the hook by a small amount. These barrels so much damage. They lose bottom lane for it, though. Can't really capitalize off of that. Heal comes out, though. Ooh! Sly Cooper drops that ult onto Ameliabot and just kicks him. Easy. Gets a little bit of damage onto Spark as well, but it looks like they're going to go for the dragon now. They could not pick it up earlier as they had to go and contest the Baron. Sadly, they lost it, but they got so many kills and a bunch of objectives off of it, so I wouldn't say that they're worried. Not necessarily sure why Gangplank has 2 Infinity Edges, but I guess that's a way to get a lot of crit chance and AD at the same time, so that's useful. Still no Boots 2 yet, though. I don't know what runes they're running, so it's possible they do already have... Oh, there we go, Boots 2. They're going to be CDR boots. You want to be able to get your barrels up quicker. It's just generally the game plan. Gets home guards to go with it so that he can make home guard teleport plays. Oh my goodness, Afro damage. Those are onto dedicated tanks. He took half of their health. Insane. Bolt onto Afro to try and keep iRobots alive, but I don't know if it's going to be possible. With the red buff slow and the other damage from Mike, iRobot's getting out. Ghostface locks them up and stops them from pressuring. Whiffed ult by Draven allows team to escape. Hook onto Valor to me, and that's going to be easy death. No! Perfect flash out! Miscommunication. Draven knocks her out of Afro's W. Exhaust onto Mike. And Gangplank goes down to Lux. She's over the wall, so this could be easy to start fighting with. Amelia and Sparks still chasing after Nautilus, and that's going to be a kill for Spark. And Vayne, in the meantime, has just been shoving down this bottom tower, or this bottom lane. She picked up a tower, looking for another one. Afro's coming down. Depending on how many turrets Afro's sitting on, Vayne might be able to 1v1 him. He does not, or he does have ult and exhaust, so I don't know if that's going to be possible. It's especially not going to be possible in the 2 versus 1. Oh my goodness, the damage. It looks like Vayne might be able to get out scot-free. A little bit of a misplay, doesn't get the invisibility. Has it now, ease him out. Oh my goodness, Spark gets away. Looking to turn. Can't manage to do it though. Takes a ton of Afro's health, but just can't finish him off. In the meantime, Spark has up top lane to Ghostface, so looks like they trade 80 carries here. Afro picking up that blue buff. I mean, that was perfectly fine. Vayne got a tower. She was a little greedy and wanted a second, and ended up just missing out. Oh, I love this Titanic Hydra pickup from Rek'Sai, just giving her a little bit more damage so that she can really threaten that backline. It's interesting that they put the red buff onto Walrus instead of just waiting for Spark to come up. But Walrus is so fed it might even be useful, so who am I to judge? Some jungle clearing, some lane clearing. Dragon's down, Baron's down. The only way we're going to get some action is if we have some tower sieges happening here, which will probably start up relatively soon, just because of how much red team loves to tower siege with their comp. Wow, that did surprisingly little damage. There's probably no crit. But yeah, the myriad amount of armor that Nautilus has, helping him to survive through the like damage. I mean, the CS differential in that top lane matchup is enormous, and probably a huge factor into this massive lead. You know, my Gangplank most likely getting extra gold to go along with all of the last hits. He's getting a fight starting up in the top lane. Jeez, so much damage from Walrus. To drop another barrel? Pops it prematurely, but it's not as big of a deal as another one comes up. Fight in the bot lane starts. Panel dropping open, not auto-attacking. It seems like they might be able to disengage. They pop Mike, Sly Cooper. Beautiful catch, but it looks like Sly's gonna go down to Heimerdinger. So much damage, Panel gets exhausted. Nothing he can do as Draven comes in with auto-attacks. Beautiful heals from both Panel and Valor to me. Valor to me. Fantastic bubble, but eats Draven auto-attack and can't get out. Trades her life for Vayne. Oh my gosh, that is a 4-for-1. They will take that every day of the week. Of course, one of those kills was a 1v1 by Gangplank against Nautilus. Open inhibitor. This game looks like it's going to be sealed out in the next few minutes here. Yeah, I'm surprised Panel's even considering trying to fight this, but it looks like he's doing okay for himself. Oh, can he die to red buff? Oh, what a calculation by Panel. Such solid play. Reads Afro's E, but doesn't read the W as he eats it. Afro finally connecting with one of those. And for some big damage, he got another one last fight that got 2 kills almost instantly. 13 and 2 here. Afro is enormous. So much AP. Probably gonna back. Gonna look for the Void Staff here, I would imagine, just to ensure that there's no way anyone can deal with his damage output. Yep, Void Staff to finish off the build, and this is a hefty Heimerdinger, 290 CS, 13 kills, and finally at 6 items. So this is an uphill battle to say the least. Mike going pretty much full utility for his team up to this point, but now getting Triforce to go along with the Randuin's and Righteous Glory, even opting to not go Devourer to ensure that he can put out a little bit more damage early and help his team snowball a little bit quicker. Buff given over to Afro. That's of course blue side's blue buff. Hook onto iRobots. Maybe something to come of it. We'll see what happens as they find Valor to meet. So much damage from Mike. Righteous Glory pops. Afro finds Sly, but he can't finish it off, and he's gonna die to Vayne. This fight could get turned around quick. Vayne needs to focus down Draven. Gets found. Hooked by Amelia. Popped by Draven. Draven still alive, tanking through absolutely everyone. Oh my goodness. Sly keeping his team alive with his shields. Another hook, and they pop Draven. Oh my gosh, that fight should not have been as close as it was, but Afro misplayed and got caught out by Vayne. Oh, what a great fight from blue side. Just knowing what they needed to do. Penel got a little caught out off of a fantastic hook from Amelia bot, but it all worked out in the end for them. In my opinion, you always want to be taking a trade like that. I can't believe they managed to even go even in a fight like that. Just some stellar individual play on that end. Not crazy team coordination, but since they all did their part, they managed to take a huge victory there. Gangplank looking to solo out this dragon here. So much damage from these barrels. Crits deal so much damage too. I mean, this is challenging. See if Ghostface goes in here for this. And he does! Gets the steal! Probably gonna lose his life? No! He manages to flash out. Great play. Denies them the 4th dragon. Which, by proxy, denies them a win condition. Although they are not necessarily out of those, as Baron is up right now as well. And they can start pressuring for this. There is no vision control from blue side onto this Baron. So being able to challenge it's going to be incredibly hard. And it looks like they're just going to focus it down. So much damage from all these turrets. They don't even need Draven. Gangplank gets the last hit for that extra gold. And, oh goodness, Mike just found Valor to me. Afro misreads it. Puts a lot of damage on, but not enough. Draven ult doesn't pick up Valor. iRobot's just duking it out with Mike right now. Afro lays down a turret, just trying to zone. I'm sure they're going to try and take this mid inhibitor so that they can start getting extra super minions in every lane. This is just looking so hard for blue team to fight right now. Vayne does a lot of damage, but they need to be able to keep her alive, and that's looking nigh on impossible. So much damage from Afro whenever it hits anyone, as Valor takes a solid quarter of her health from not even all of the W's. Good heal. Catches out Afro. He doesn't even pop his Zhonya's misplay there. They can start up a great fight here. Gangplank's coming down. He gets caught out on his own. Vayne's by herself though. Getting focused by Draven. Gets out scot-free because of the ult and the invisibility. And that is some fantastic capitalization on mistakes by blue side. I mean, Afro, overstays or misjudges how well he can play around Nami ult, ends up getting knocked up and popped mid-air. Fantastic coordination to see that the Nami ult was coming out on Sly's Cooper's part, because he just started channeling ult before the Nami knock-up even hit Afro. That was fantastic on their parts. And then Gangplank, miscommunicating with his team, should have canceled his teleport. Instead, stays true to course and ends up getting focused by 5 people and completely burst. With no hope of being able to fight back. This second Infinity Edge might be of question soon enough if blue team starts getting the lead back. Of course, you have to keep in mind as the game progresses and the gold increases for both teams, it gets to a point where everyone has 6 items and a gold lead doesn't even matter anymore. All it means is that you might be able to buy consumables sometimes more often than the other team. But again, as we barter on these later parts of the game, 50 minutes, 55 minutes, even a 10k gold lead isn't as big of a deal as it would have been 10 minutes prior to that, even 5 minutes prior to that, as the items are just evening out for everyone. Ghostfade just trying to gain a little bit of control over his own jungle here, looking to take out some wards. Afro's pushing in bottom lane. They have top lane. It seems to be pushing in red side's favor. Looks like we're gonna have a meeting in the pot lane. Amelia looking to hook out Valor again. Flash hook whiffs. Big damage though. This could be a kill. Afro gets knocked up. Valor's out yet again. iRobots and Ghostfade trying to frontline. Valor overextends and gets picked off. Afro picks up Nautilus as well. Damage is just too much. Vayne. Oh, caught out. So much damage. Tries to kill Udyr, but ends up getting burst for it. This is going to be the game. These death timers are 70 seconds. There's nothing they can do. 4 people pushing on bot. Sly Cooper just can't handle it. Too many creeps, too many fed champs, and Gangplank zoning to boot. A circle around her. Oh my goodness, such good play, but she just can't manage to do it. Picks up the Thresh for her troubles though, and that's going to be good game. Afro leading his team 14, 4, and 13. They pick up the match. I mean, what we just saw right there was snowball, cut and dry. I mean, they had a big lead early, and Blue just wasn't able to stop it from getting completely out of control, and you end up having a Gangplank who deals so much damage with barrels. Afro just did so much damage, and even with all the picks that they generated, even with the Lux being able to stop pushes pretty, easily with ult, they just couldn't manage to hold them back. The gold differential was so massive, and at the point where the gold started to even up, they had lost so much of their base that it was too challenging to hold them back. So we're going to wrap it up here, guys. This has been House Party 5v5. This is an in-house. I'm Top Togekiss. Love for you guys to go look us up on Twitter, on Reddit, on Facebook, YouTube. I'm sure you already know what the Twitch channel is if you're here right now. So great game, guys, and I will see you later.